I thought when I first got in this deal, I saw the opportunity to create an agency because I really did see for myself being in the field forever. Like it did not, my vision of my sales career was not being full-time life insurance sales till I'm 80 years old. I saw some way, somewhere down the road, to be able to build an agency, create override income on agents that are producing, and then I could back my way out of the field so I don't have to be full-time selling, right? I can be part-time selling and then go to where I'm not really in the field anymore. And that's where I really saw this opportunity for myself, right? So we've created an agency building system that we think is one of the best systems out there when you compare it against those 3-letter and 5-letter IMOs that are doing life insurance sales. I'm going to show you some of the differences that with our program. So I'm going to talk about the agency building side of our business. So how does our program stack up compared to those other programs out there? So I'm going to list some of the advantages that we have that none of those other IMOs are able to provide for you. The first one is the way that we're set up, you can earn an override on agents in other states without having to get your non-resident license. Normally in all those other programs out there, you have to have a non-resident license in that state in order to earn overrides on agents. With our program, you don't have to do that. It doesn't matter where those agents are, you're going to earn an override on the production with that agent. Here's another cool thing. You can earn overrides on agents that are writing business with a carrier that you're not currently contracted with, which is kind of cool. Like, let's say you never want to write a Medicare supplement application or Medicare Advantage application, right? But you have agents in your group, in your agency, that are Medicare specialists, okay? You never want to take AHIP. You never want to do any of all that extra training. Guess what? You earn an override on all your Medicare agents. Let's say that for some reason you forgot to get contracted with American Amicable, and you've got an agent that's like 12 deep in Alaska that writes an American Amicable policy. Back in the old days, that override would pass up to your upline who's with American Amicable, and you would never know that there was an override that you're missing, right? So you'd have to get contracted in all the states out there. You have to get contracted with every single carrier under the old system and with all those other IMOs. Here with us, you don't have to care about that. You're going to get paid no matter what company that agent's writing, whether you're contracted with that company or not. Here's another one. The way we handle chargebacks is that chargebacks are handled where all the agent's commissions goes to pay off that one carrier chargeback. So back in the old days, what would happen is an agent would write, say, Foresters, and then they get a big, $2,000 chargeback because the client didn't keep their policy all the way for 9 months, because we get paid on advance. And so that agent would stop writing Foresters because they know that any commission that comes to Foresters will go to pay that chargeback off. So they'd write another carrier or the other carriers, right? And so all of a sudden that chargeback gets old and it could roll up to the next upline. Well, here's what's cool with us, right? All the commissions from that agent goes to pay off that chargeback. So it protects the upline from getting a roll up, but it also helps the agent take care of that chargeback right away. And because we pay on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays every week, that, if the agent's writing consistent business, that chargeback's wiped out and it's not an issue for the agent or their upline manager. So that's pretty cool. We allow you as a manager to earn overrides on your agent's renewals. All those other IMOs out there allow you to only earn overrides on the first year income, but they don't allow you to earn overrides on an agent's renewals. With our program, an agent lays in renewals on all their policies. You as a manager get an override on every single one of those renewals, which is, when you think about it, one of the biggest reasons why most agents get into our business is because they like the fact that they can create a renewal income that ends up being like a retirement system down the road. Now imagine, couple that with the ability to create an agency where you're earning an override on every single one of your agent's renewals. Man, you're talking about a serious retirement system on steroids should you decide to build a business. Here's another one. Oh, and here's the other thing with overrides and renewals. If an agent leaves us, which we don't want an agent to leave us, all the renewals will roll up to the next upline manager or to the next upline agent, right? So we make money when agents stay with us, and we make money when agents leave us. All right, so that's kind of a cool thing. The other thing that we do is promotions are immediate. With other IMOs, once you get a promotion, that promotion's only activated for every policy that you write after the date of that promotion. So all that business you have in pending status is under your old commission rate. Well, with the way that we do promotions, the day that you get promoted, every single application that gets issued and paid after that date gets paid at the new promotion, the new commission rate. Is that cool? So if you've got 10,000 of premium that's in pending, and you get a 5% bump or 10% bump or whatever the case may be, it immediately applies to all that business that's waiting to be issued. So that's kind of cool. What's another one? We've got the highest Medicare comp in the industry. There is no other IMO out there that will pay more than we pay on Medicare compensation. Oh, you know how when you move an annuity, here's what's cool. Because of suitability guidelines, you're not able to sometimes move an entire amount of annuity. So let's say a client has 500,000 they're trying to roll into an annuity, but because of suitability guidelines, they can only move 300,000. So what happens to that 200,000? Well, here's what's cool. We have a registered investment advisor that can take that 200,000, put it into a managed money account, okay, earning, interest and, very low risk, and they can keep it in that managed money account until such time, 6 months, a year later, then they can move that into an annuity for your client. And all that time that it's sitting there in that managed money account, we've arranged it so you don't have to have a securities license, but you can earn a commission on that money that gets moved into a managed account. So that's kind of cool, making money like that. We have retirement specialists that will help you close annuity opportunities. So I hear this all the time from agents. Well, I don't know anything about annuities. That's cool. Can you ask a question? Well, what do you mean? Can you find out if the client has safe money, that they are tired of losing money in the market? And if they say yes, great. I can get you hooked up with our retirement specialist that can call you and talk to you about other opportunities to keep your money safe. That's all you got to do. And then we have a retirement specialist that'll go in, call your client, take care of the annuity, close the deal for you, and you get commissioned, and you only give up, 10% to have our people do it. But during that whole time, they're teaching you about annuities. They're spending time with you on this case. So maybe the next time you do this, you can do it on your own without having to split commissions, but are still able to take that money and move it for you quickly. So here's another aspect of our business that I think is really cool, that again is unlike any other system out there, is this aspect of vertical and horizontal comp. So let's talk about what vertical comp is. All the other agencies out there, IMOs out there, have what we call vertical comp, which is the difference between your commission rate and your downline organization's commission rate at the top level. So the agent that's direct to you is 95%, you're at 100%, you make a 5%, oh, I'm sorry, this should be 5%, not 15. Yeah, okay, it's 5%. You make a 5% override on this organization, okay? So that's what we call vertical comp. I'll have to fix that. The only problem is when this organization moves to 100%, which is your commission rate level, you totally lose that vertical comp. It goes to zero. You lost this whole organization, and while it's great for the agent at the 100 commission rate level, it's not good for you because you totally lost that override, which could be quite a bit of money. And that's the problem with vertical comp systems like there are out there, is that you're scared of an organization running up on your contract level. It's called commission creep. And everyone gets jammed at the top. And it's a difficult system to be in because while you love your organization, you're scared of them too. You see how kind of there's cross purposes. You want to keep your override spread, but your organization, you know, your leader wants to move up. And there's conflict and negativity that occurs. So we solve that vertical comp problem by creating a horizontal comp system that pays down to 7 generations. So in this case, you see that each one of these 3 legs are at the 85% level. So the vertical comp here is 15%, right? Let's show you what happens with the horizontal comp that we pay. So your first level of 85% and above, you're going to make an 8% horizontal comp on that layer of agents at that level. You got a second level of agents at 85% and above, no matter what organization they're in, you get 5%. Then you get 4% on the next layer, 2% on the next layer, 2% on the next layer, 1% on the next layer, and 1% on the next layer. And that's called the horizontal comp, or we call glow bonus. So there's a total of 23 additional percent of overrides paid on a horizontal basis. So let me show you how this works when an organization moves up. So let's say all these organizations move up to the 100% commission rate. You still maintain the horizontal comp. You lost your vertical comp of 5%, but you still have the 23% paid all the way to 7 generations. And so you don't care. You want everyone to pass you. Even if this organization here goes to 105 and you're still at a 100, or goes to 120 and you're still at a 100, you will always make that 8% on this layer, 5% on the next layer, 4% on the next layer, and so on. So this is how we get around the craziness of that commission squeeze, right? So let's show you what that looks like in real hard numbers, okay? So this top block here is their promotion system, those other 3-letter and 5-letter IMOs. You're at 100%, that leg's at a 95%, right? You're making $7,500 override every month because they're doing 150,000 issue paid a premium. Let's say they move up to 100%, they match your contract level at 100%. You get 0 override. So you lose $7,500 a month. That's a lot of money per year, man, to 0. Well, here's our system, how that works, the same exact scenario. And let's say that 150,000 is spread out, which is actually statistically what it looks like per layer. So let's say it's down 7 layers, 150,000. The first layer is about 75,000, 37.5 for the second, and so on. And we apply the 8%, 5% glow bonuses all the way down 7 generations. And so not only do you make the 5% vertical comp, but the horizontal comp is another $8,953.13. So on the exact same organization with us, you'll make $16,453 per month, whereas of those other IMOs, you're only making $7,500 a month, right? And then when that leg matches your commission rate level at 100%, you still keep the horizontal commission, the glow bonus of $89.53.13. So instead of 0, you're still making almost $9,000 a month in your organization. So this is a leg in depth. Let's show you what that looks like in width. Let's say you had 150,000 through 7 legs in width, legs that are direct to you. You're at 100%, your first leg's at a 95, all the other legs are at 85. Oh, that's 95. Okay, well, I meant that to be an 85. But anyway, the concept's still the same. So before, the current situation is this first leg is at 95 and you're making an override. This is their system. You're only making an override of $14,766, okay, with their system. And then when that leg gets promoted to 100, that first leg, your income took a hit and it went down to 11,250 because you still have the overrides on the other 7 legs, okay? Now let's look at what happens in our system, same scenario. You're at 100, the same commission rate levels. Now you're making 27,000, 27,000 in the exact same organization because of the glow bonus. And then when that leg moves up to 100%, you lose the override, but you still have the glow bonus. So you only lost like $4,000, less than $4,000 a month. You're still rocking at 23,250. Okay, does that make sense? Let's see if I can backspace this. Okay, 14,776 to 11,250. Okay, so let's do the optometrist test. Which one looks better to you? A, their system, or B, our system? Oh no, man. You can make that judgment yourself. So let's give you a scenario of Juan here who's working part-time. He's at the 85% commission rate level. He submits 2 applications a week on a part-time basis. So this is a crazy scenario, but I want to show you how the glow bonus, the vertical comp, and the horizontal comp work with our system with a whole bunch of part-timers that are only doing 2 sales a week submitted, okay? Again, I take placement persistency out, I take everything out, and this is a conservative look at the income. So Juan here does 2 sales a week. He's at 85%. He's making $840 a week for 48 weeks. His total comp first year is $35,272. And then the value of his renewals is about $12,240. It's not bad. Maybe he does 2 applications on Monday night, and then he takes the rest of the week off. Okay, he's got 5 hours a week and makes 2 sales. Not bad deal for a part-timer, okay? Now this is our agency building commission grid that you can see what it takes to build. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to show you how it works on a practical level. So let's say Juan brings on Smiley Girl. She gets to an 85. He brings on Stella, who wants to get her groove back. She's at 85. He brings on Zeus, the Greek god, at 85%. He's got Mario at 85%, Urkel at 85%, then Martha at 85%. Everyone's at the same commission rate that he's at, okay? Everyone's doing 2 sales a week. So Juan is still at 85%. He reaches the key leader level. So let's show you what the comp looks like in terms of override, the vertical comp and the horizontal comp. So here he's making 0% overrides because everyone's at the same commission rate that he's at, but he makes on this first level 8% glow bonus, okay? So let's see what that looks like for his income. So again, 2 sales a week, he's making $34,272, just like he was the slide before. He's getting 0 overrides, but now he's got the glow bonus kicking in. He's making an additional $19,000 a year for a total comp of $53,626. His renewals on his own personal production over the next 20 years, total value is $12,240. He's got 0 override on his agents, but he makes a glow bonus on his agents' renewals, right? Remember, all those other IMOs won't allow you to do this. Well, we allow you to do that. So now you're making a total comp value of $19,152 on renewals over the next 20 years. It's pretty cool. So let's take it to the next level. Let's say Smiley Girl wants to do the same thing. Let's say she only brings on 4 other people. They're at the 85%, and they do only 2 sales a week. They've got an extra 5 hours a week to do 2 sales a week. Stella knows 4, Greek god Zeus knows 4, Mario knows 4, Urkel knows 4, Martha knows 4. With this configuration, according to our promotion guidelines, Juan hits the 90% district manager level. So now Juan, the components of his income now on his organization involve a 5% override spread on his team, plus 8% glow on the first layer of 85s and 5% glow on the second layer. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So he's making a little bit more on his personal production of $36,288 a year. Now his override commissions kicks in. He's making $60,480, check this out. His glow bonus at 2 levels is now 67,737. Now check out renewals. That's okay. It's a total of 164,506. Now he makes his own personal production renewals of 12,960 over the next 20 years. He's got his override on his agent's renewals of 21,600, and the glow bonus, the horizontal comp is 24,192 for a total of 58,752 as the value of all his overrides on the renewals. That's rocking, man. So let's take it one more level. Let's say each of these 4 people know 2 others that get in, and everyone knows 2 other people. So this is what happens with Juan. Everyone moves up to the 90%. His front line moves up to the 90% district manager level. Juan moves up to 110% executive vice president level. So let's look at what the components of his override income look like. He makes a 20% override spread on his groups. He's got the 8% glow bonus on the first level of 85% and above. He makes a 5% glow on the second level and 4% glow on the third level. Let's take a look at his income. Okay, so personal production is 2 sales a week. He's working 5 hours, 44,352 a year. His overrides are 628,992. His horizontal comp on the glow bonus is another 145,152 for a total of 818,496. And then check out his renewals. Personal production renewals, 15,840. His overrides on agents renewals are 224,640. And the glow bonus on that, 51,840. You're looking at laying in a renewal base of $292,320. That's how it works practically. And these are stripped down numbers, man. I took everything out of it. Placement, persistency. I whittled it down to as much as I could and still be able to, fairly portray this. Okay, I've been very conservative there. So that's it, man. We are done.